Well, it's that time of year again. Time to load up the Jeep and head up north for the Keweenaw Overland Adventure Retreat. I absolutely love heading up north, no matter where it is, but especially the UP. And along with me was my good buddy Justin from Misplaced Overland, and we had to make a stop somewhere special that I've never tried before. Yeah, the people you run into up here. It really is a whole nother world up here. There's so many different things to see. Ancient bridges that are just absolutely gorgeous that you drive right over all the time and never notice. To the vast amounts of wilderness. And some place called Kitchikippy? I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but I'm sure somebody will correct me down in the comments. This hot spring is about 200 feet across and 40 feet deep, and a chilling 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which rarely freezes in the winter. About 10,000 gallons of water per minute erupt from fissures in the limestone rocks in the spring's floor. After Justin and I split ways, I headed to a spot that you've seen on this channel before, along with some familiar faces. So right now we're just making some dinner. Got some ground up pork. I'm making some pork burgers. Gonna try that out with some pretzel buns, which is money if you've never done that. And then I slept absolutely horrible last night, so I ended up stopping at a Walmart and getting this 3-inch thick memory foam, which, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than what I needed, but I would kind of rather have it a little too big instead of too small. That way I can use it in the next tent, but this should hopefully allow me to sleep much better. It did, but it could also have something to do with this. The next morning, Rem and I were excited for what adventures we awaited today. I'm a sucker for abandoned places, mines, things like that, but there were no time to stop here because there would be some surprises at the next location we were headed to. Time to air down and have some fun. Gay Beach, and yes, that's what it's actually called, is made up of old mining tailings. You remember how I mentioned there was some cool stuff coming? Well, this is it. What lies in front of you is the Mohawk Stamp Mill. This copper mine was established in November of 1898 and closed in 1932, paying out more than $15 million to its shareholders in dividends. This mine was able to produce millions of pounds of copper every year.
We're coming up.
After airing up, we decided to head out to the event, which wasn't too far away. We're getting ready to hit a pretty cool trail called Cliff Mine. I wasn't able to do this when I was up here last time in the Ram, just due to the size. So, but I did do the water crossing, and it was significantly deep. So we're gonna go do it with Jason from All Things Overlanding, buddy Jeremy, New Holland Overland, Justin from Misplaced Overland, old friend Reed, and oh yeah,
trail, beautiful views, and possibly a water crossing. So I hope you all brought your life preservers, or you know how to swim. So let's buckle up, sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's have a great day.
and what a great day we were in for. Cliff Mine is probably the hardest trail that I think Michigan has to offer now that they got rid of Marblehead, but it's still a fun trail. You have the initial gatekeeper obstacle, which is that giant boulder you have to navigate around, and this nice little rock garden, which is fun to play around. Other than that, there's just some deep ruts, which you'll see later on. The views atop Cliff Mine definitely don't suck. After spending some time at that epic lookout, we decided to go hit up High Rock Bay. This area is called High Rock Bay, and it's really cool. There's tons of campsites over here. Of course, I never camped here, but one of these years I would like to. It's really not hard to get out this way. There's been like minivans and stuff like that, so pretty accessible. It was a fun little drive though. Lots of little like puddles to drive through and kind of rough rocky road. Over in that direction is where the rocket range is, so they used to launch rockets into Lake Superior way back in the day. That night, a bunch of us decided to go look for Uperlights. It's a special kind of rock that can be found using a UV light. And our resident expert, Jill, from 1941 Adventures, decided to take us out and show us how it's done.
That's a Uperlight.
That's cool.
That's a little, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
So, here is last day of Koar. Setup, tent's been working alright. My biggest issue is something I alluded to in my other video, and maybe you can guess why. But it's the ladder process I really don't like on it. But I did end up, because you know rooftop tent mattresses suck, I went and got a like 3-inch thick memory foam from Wally World before, like on the way coming up here. So that has definitely helped a ton. And because I don't have any kind of like a slide system in this thing, everything's just been bouncing around, so I like secured the battery box, the fridge, and just got the recovery gear and tools back there. And I've been kind of leaving some other stuff at camp here just to try to lighten the load a little bit. But so yesterday we went and hit a bunch of trails, and then today we're gonna do a cliff mine tour, which I'm not cliff mine, a Delaware mine I think it's called, tour, which will be super cool. Pretty excited for that. And then I'm gonna go check out another place that might have a mine. I think there's like a big chimney smokestack from where it used to be, but and then kind of see where the rest of the day takes us. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he was a walker. I know, Justin, I'm excited too. Now inside they have this really cool little historic area / gift shop, and it's also where they have a little video tour on some history about the mine, and as well as kind of a what to expect as you go down. Just feel the draft. Inside you'll find all these plaques that kind of explain a lot of what is in the mine. Yeah.
That's smart. Those would be scary. Yeah. Especially to go 4 feet or.
I can only imagine what it was like working down here.
It's over. It's gonna slide right down into this kind of thing. There's a freaking dirt above it, but it ain't holding anything else. Still down
Delaware Mines is a pretty established little tour, and they also have a video where they had some divers go down to a couple of different levels. There's a total of 9 mine shafts. Above ground, you will find some remains from when the mine was active. After we finished our tour at the Delaware Mines, we decided to go check out another place close to camp, Clark Mine. The only thing that remains is this tall chimney, but it's pretty easy to spot from the road. Justin and Jeremy had to get heading back to camp, so it was time for me to go on my own adventure. After still not being satisfied, I decided to go check out another mine site. This is such a cool little spot. It's like a little hidden gem I found. There's supposed to be an old copper mine somewhere around the falls right here, so that's kind of what I'm in here looking for. I'm gonna take a good guess and say this whole area, which kind of reminds me of Gay Beach, are all like tillings. I could air down and kind of drive around, but really just wanted to kind of get out and explore it on foot. Pretty sweet little spot. And with that, it was time to head back to camp, spend some time around the fire with friends, and head back home the next morning. Shout out to Cindy and all of her crew. They do a great job with this event, and it's always a pleasure coming up here. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Subscribe if you're into all kinds of different outdoor content. Hit the little bell notification so you get notified when I post videos every Sunday. And until then, we'll catch you guys in the next one.